Karen waddled into the shop, her floral dress a screaming assault on good taste, convinced she'd outsmarted the world again. The bell above the door jingled like a warning nobody heeded. The little curtain shop on Maple Street, with its warm wood paneling and rolls of vibrant fabric, was a haven for locals seeking custom drapes. Karen, however, saw it as her latest playground for scams. She'd been pulling the professional decorator act for months, buying discounted curtains, claiming they were defective, and bullying shops into refunds or replacements. Her latest target was Stitch and Charm, a family-run store known for its patience with fussy customers. Karen, clutching a crumpled receipt and a torn curtain, was ready to make someone's day miserable. "Excuse me," she barked, her voice slicing through the shop's calm hum. The clerk, a young woman named Mia with sharp eyes and a no-nonsense ponytail, looked up from her sewing machine. Karen slammed the curtain on the counter, its fabric ripped in a way that screamed deliberate sabotage. "This is unacceptable. I'm a professional decorator, and your shoddy product ruined my client's living room. I demand a full refund now." Mia's lips twitched, but she kept her composure. She'd heard whispers about Karen from other shop owners in town. The woman was a legend in the worst way. Her tantrums were performance art, her complaints a masterclass in manipulation. But Mia wasn't new to this game. She'd dealt with Karens before, and this one wasn't about to walk away with a freebie. "Ma'am, let's take a look," Mia said, her voice smooth as silk but firm as steel. She unfolded the curtain, noting the jagged tear and the faint smell of cigarette smoke clinging to it. "This damage looks unusual. Can you tell me how it happened?" Karen's eyes narrowed, her chins wobbling as she leaned forward. "Don't you dare question me. I've been in this business for 20 years. Your cheap fabric tore the second I hung it. My client is furious, and I'll be leaving a 1-star review if you don't fix this." The shop wasn't empty. An elderly man named Harold, shopping for curtains for his late wife's memorial room, shifted uncomfortably near a display of lace. A young mother, Sarah, juggling her toddler and a swatch book, rolled her eyes so hard it was audible. Karen's presence was a storm cloud, darkening everyone's mood. Mia didn't flinch. She picked up the curtain, inspecting it closely. "This tear looks like it was cut, not frayed naturally. And this receipt." She paused, squinting at the crumpled paper. "It's from our clearance sale 6 months ago. Our return policy is 30 days. Ma'am." Karen's face turned a shade of red that rivaled the shop's crimson velvet. "Are you calling me a liar?" she shrieked, slamming her fist on the counter. The toddler in Sarah's arms started to cry. Harold gripped his cane tighter, muttering about people these days. The tension in the shop was a live wire, sparking with every word. "I'm not calling you anything," Mia said, her tone still measured but with an edge now. "I'm saying this curtain wasn't returned in time, and the damage doesn't look accidental. We can repair it for you, but it'll cost." "Cost?" Karen laughed, a harsh, grating sound. "You're lucky I don't sue you for emotional distress. I'm a professional, and my reputation is on the line. Give me a new curtain, or I'll make sure everyone in this town knows how you treat customers." Sarah, fed up, stepped forward. "Lady, you're holding up the line. Some of us actually need help here." Her toddler wiggled, sensing the room's tension. Harold nodded in agreement, his patience worn thin. Karen spun on Sarah, her finger jabbing the air. "Mind your own business. Soccer mom. This doesn't concern you." Sarah's jaw dropped. But before she could retort, Mia raised a hand. Enough, Mia said, her voice cutting through the chaos like a knife. Here's what we'll do. I'll repair the curtain. But since it's outside our return window and the damage is suspicious, the fee will be triple our standard rate, where you can take it as is and leave. Karen's mouth opened, then closed, her eyes bulging like a fish out of water. Triple? You're robbing me. I'll report you to the Better Business Bureau. Go ahead, Mia said, crossing her arms. But I've got security footage of you in here last week, accidentally snagging a curtain on your purse. And I've got contacts at every fabric shop in a 50-mile radius. We talk. You know. Your name comes up a lot. The room went silent. Even the toddlers stopped fussing, as if sensing the shift. Karen's smugness crumbled, replaced by a flicker of panic. She hadn't expected resistance, let alone a trap. Mia wasn't just a clerk. She was a gatekeeper, and Karen had underestimated her. Harold, emboldened, spoke up. Young lady, you ought to be ashamed. This shop's been here since I was a boy. They don't deserve your nonsense. Karen's face twisted, caught between rage and humiliation. She grabbed the torn curtain, muttering curses, and stormed toward the door. But Mia wasn't done. Oh, and ma'am, if you want the repair, it's $150. Cash or card. We don't take sob stories. The bell jingled as Karen froze, her hand on the door. She turned, her eyes darting between Mia, the customers, and the curtain in her hand. The weight of her own greed pressed down on her. She could walk away, but the curtain was useless as is, and her scam had backfired spectacularly. Swallowing her pride, she shuffled back to the counter, pulling out her wallet. Fine, she spat, slapping a credit card down. But you'll regret this. Mia ran the card, her smile polite but razor-sharp. Receipts in the bag. Next time, maybe buy curtains you actually like. Sarah snorted, and Harold chuckled, the tension breaking like a wave. Karen snatched her repaired curtain now, costing her 3 times what she'd hoped to scam, and waddled out. The bells jingle mocking her exit. As the door closed, Mia turned to Sarah and Harold. Sorry about that. Folks, coffee's on me if you're sticking around. Sarah grinned, and Harold tipped his hat. The shop settled back into its cozy rhythm, the storm of Karen's presence fading like a bad dream. But word spread fast. By the next day, every shop on Maple Street knew about Karen's failed con. Her name became a cautionary tale, whispered among clerks and customers alike. She didn't dare show her face in stitch and charm again, and her professional decorator act withered under the weight of her own arrogance. The lesson wasn't just about curtains. It was about respect for the people who work hard, for the community that thrives on trust, and for the simple truth that greed has a way of sowing its own consequences. Karen thought she could bully her way to a quick buck, but she'd tangled with a shop that knew how to stitch a trap. And in the end, her own unraveling was the costliest repair of all.